Okay, so today I want to talk to you about the 4 phases of the business cycle. And you can see on the diagram here, you have expansion, which is also known as the recovery phase. You have prosperity, recession, and depression. So let's talk about expansion or recovery first. This is during the period that the economy is recovering. There's expansions and there's rise in the economic activities. When demand starts rising and production increases, this causes an increase in investment. There's a steady rise in output, income, employment, prices, and also profits. Businessmen gain confidence and become optimistic. They're positive about what's going on in the economy, so therefore it increases their investments. The stimulation of the investment brings about a revival or a recovery of the economy. Banks will start expanding credit, businesses take on expansion, and stock markets are usually thriving during this time, or at least activated and coming up in activity. There's an increase in employment, production, and income, and aggregate demand, prices, and profits will start rising as well. And you also see business expansion in an expansion or recovery phase. Next, we'll look at prosperity, and that's where we all want to be. We'd like to be in that phase. Features of prosperity are high level of output and trade, high level of effective demand, high level of income and employment. You'll have rising interest rates, inflation, large expansion of bank credit, and overall the businesses will be optimistic. So due to full employment of resources, the level of production will be at the max, and there will also be a rise in your gross national product. That high level of economic activity will cause a rise in prices and profits, and there's an upswing in the economic activity, and the economy reaches its peak. And this is also known as a boom period, or as you see on this slide, the economic boom. The next one we see here is the recession phase, and it's during this period that the economy will slow down, the activities will slow down. So when demand starts falling, the overproduction and the future investment plans are also given up. There's a steady decline in the output, the income, employment, prices, and the profits. Businessmen lose their confidence and they become more pessimistic or negative in their trades. So it reduces the amount of investments that are going on. The banks and the people try to get greater liquidity, meaning that they can turn things into money faster, so that credit also contracts. Expansion of business stops, the stock market falls, and orders will be canceled and people will be losing their jobs in this phase of the business cycle. Increase in unemployment will be seen, and that'll also cause a sharp decline in income and aggregate demand. So usually a recession lasts for a short period of time. The next phase is depression, and this is when there's a continuous decrease of output. There's also a decrease in income and employment, prices, profits, and there's a fall in the standard of living overall. So you won't see as much output, you won't see as much trade taking place, income won't be as high, there'll be a great rise in unemployment, there'll be a decline in consumption and also in demand, and you'll see a fall in interest rates. You'll have deflation taking place, and overall businesses will just be pessimistic. In a depression, there's a fall in the gross national product, and if it declines in prices and products long enough, then the economy will reach what is known as a trough or a low point. So that's it for the 4 phases of the business cycle.